Caitlin Clark. Should we start calling her Stephlyn Clarky? Perhaps, because every game feels like she's challenging Steph Curry's throne with her jaw-dropping range. Let's be honest, many of us had not tuned into a women's college basketball game until Clark started launching missiles from beyond the arc. But it's not just her ability to score, it's how she scores that has it all hooked. With the court as her canvas, Caitlin paints masterpieces from distances that would make most coaches cringe. As she sprints up the court, the anticipation builds. Will she dazzle us with a pinpoint pass, charge through the defense, or will she pull up from almost another zip code to sink a three? More often than not, CC opts for the audacious, letting it fly from extraordinary distances. Each shot is a mix of defiance and finesse, challenging the very philosophy of traditional basketball coaching. For defenders, they can only offer a helpless shrug as Clark redefines what it means to be in range. Today, we're not just talking about three-pointers. We're exploring the audacious, the improbable, and the downright outrageous shots that have turned Caitlin Clark into a basketball phenomenon. This is Caitlin Clark Unleashed. But before we go any further, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Factor. You'll be stress-free from cooking with Factor's delicious ready-to-eat meals. Every meal is chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choosing from a weekly menu of over 35 options. Popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. Also discover more than 60 add-on every week like breakfast on the go, lunch snack, and beverages to help you stay fueled and feel good all day long. Guys, I've been using Factor for over a couple months now, and I love it. I don't have to worry about going out to the store or high delivery prices anymore. I can just grab a few Factor meals when I need it, and it's right there. And it's so good. I tried the roasted tomato and feta cavatappi with broccoli and red pepper. It tasted so amazing. The cavatappi was cooked perfectly, and the roasted feta and tomatoes went so well together. I also tried the herb-crusted chicken, and it just tastes so good. It's extremely flavorful, and it's always perfect with Factor. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code PLAYERS50 to get 50% off your first Factors box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code PLAYERS50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders. Alright, back to the video. Let's start with a moment that astonished everyone, including her defender. Clark, facing a bewildered defender, nails a logo buzzer beater with flawless execution, clinching the win dramatically.
Up in time, Clark for the win!
The shot is so pure. It's like the net itself is applauding louder than the crowd. It's a spectacle reminiscent of the ice-cold shooting we've seen from legends like Curry, Harden, and Lillard. From the moment she receives the inbound pass, it was clear. She was dialed in, unafraid, and ready to make magic happen. And this is just a beginning. Moving on. In a game at Indy's Gainbridge, Clark didn't just shoot. She launched a missile from 33 feet out, right off the Gainbridge house logo. The shot, a bullet from the logo, sent the crowd into a frenzy.
Finds Clark from the logo!
This is what changing the game looks like. This is how legends are made. And she isn't just a player taking a shot. It's a player redefining what a shot can be. Her ability to stop, pop, and drop such a deep three has the crowd on their feet, stunned and thrilled by the boldness of her play. And the spectacle doesn't stop there. Early in another game, with less than 2 minutes gone, Clark showcased her unbelievable range and confidence. Taking what might as well be called a four-pointer, she further cemented her reputation as a fearless game changer.
Act like there's only 2 minutes left. Didn't want them to think there was 10. Clark, oh my! Welcome to the National Championship game!
The anticipation is noticeable as the crowd rises, their belief in her success unwavering as the shot finds its mark. Through each game, Clark not only scores points, but she captivates imaginations and solidifies her role as a transformative figure in women's basketball. And we witness yet another moment of her brilliance on the court. In a game that tested her composure, CC nearly lost control of the ball, but quickly recovered to launch a decisive three-pointer that left everyone amazed.
Picked up now by Dee Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back three just below the logo, drills it.
This wasn't just a shot, it was a statement of resilience. Even her teammates seemed to think they were just there for the best seats in the house, fully trusting her to handle the show. Now, journey back to her days at Iowa, where Clark was already making waves with her phenomenal shooting ability. In one memorable play, she sizes up the defense and with effortless grace, sends a three-pointer sailing past a helpless defender and straight through the net.
Here's Clark. A deep one. You bet! ridiculous.
The defender could do nothing but watch as the ball switched perfectly. But to truly grasp the extent of Clark's ability, consider this next clip. Here, she not only showcases her infamous quick release, but does so while in full sprint. Gathering the ball, she finds her rhythm in a split second and unleashes a deep three that has become her signature.
If I had transferred earlier in my career, I wouldn't be having the time of my life right now. Holy smokes! Another deep three.
The speed of her execution and the accuracy of her shot combine to create a moment of pure basketball artistry. Clark's mastery of the three-point shot continues to dazzle and destroy defenses. Give her a sliver of space and she'll make you pay. A fact painfully clear in this next clip. From a seemingly casual stance, she unleashes a deep three that silences the crowd before they erupt in disbelief.
This team rallied twice in the Southland Conference Tournament for wins, and that one dead on. Right on the money. You never get tired of seeing that.
The precision and ease with which she scores from distance are simply stunning. But the magic doesn't stop there. As soon as Clark crosses half court, she's in her zone, a threat from virtually anywhere. In this next highlight, any illusion of safety opponents might feel evaporates the moment Clark takes possession. With effortless grace, she strides past the half, pulls up without hesitation, and delivers a crushing three-pointer.
Clark, there she goes again. Yes!
It's a stark reminder to all. In Clark's world, hesitation is a fatal flaw you can't afford. But perhaps nothing captures her audacious spirit better than this next moment. From the logo, Clark fires a three that sails through the air with icy certainty, finding nothing but net.
Gathering that offensive board and put back.
Look at this! Wow!
As the ball swishes through, Clark nonchalantly performs the iconic Jordan shrug, a gesture that displays her unshakable confidence and the ease with which she dominates the court. It's moments like these that not only highlight her incredible skill, but also her flair for the dramatics, making each game an unforgettable spectacle. And in a game, Clark transformed the court into her personal launch pad, driving hard before pulling up abruptly to unleash a devastating long-range missile.
Well, you better be careful. There might be another one coming right here.
The ball arcs gracefully through the air and sinks perfectly through the net, igniting the crowd into a frenzy. Spellbound by her ability, but the magic keeps happening. When the stakes are high and her team is down, Clark shines brightest. In a nail-biter against Indiana, with mere seconds on the clock and her team trailing, Clark is fearless. Instead, she sizes up her moment and launches a three-pointer from downtown. That doesn't just find the net, it sets the entire arena ablaze with excitement.
Here's Clark. She fires, and it goes! She hit it!
The crowd erupts, their cheers reverberating as the realization hits. Clark is clutch, through and through. And just when you think you've seen it all, Clark raises the stakes. During another game-defining moment, she executes a step-back move that leaves defenders grasping at air. The commentator can barely keep up, her surprise echoing the shock of fans and players alike.
The golden doodle. Oh! That's golden. She's a golden.
Even her teammates can't hide their astonishment at such a display of audacity and skill. But just when you think Caitlin Clark has reached her peak, she pushes the envelope even further. In a game that showcased her impeccable shooting, Caitlin sinks a three-pointer so clean, even the hoop seems to nod in approval.
On the weak side, when she comes off a pin down here, wide open. Bang!
As the ball switches through the net, her opponents can only resort to frustration. Their chippy reactions a clear sign of defeat in the face of her talent. Next up, we have a shot that defies belief. Caitlin faces a defender who might as well be a shadow. So close, she could breathe on her. Yet, undeterred, she pulls up from the logo, yes, the logo, and launches a shot that arcs beautifully through the air and crashes through the net.
Clark from the logo! She gets it out of that left hand, and it's money.
There's nothing to do but stand back and applaud the brilliance on display. Clark's shooting form is simply sublime, and her ability to release the ball with such speed and accuracy is what makes her a nightmare for defenders. Watch her masterful execution in this catch and shoot moment where she doesn't even hesitate, catching the ball and sending it sailing through the net.
That was a big one. Clark, can she answer? Of course.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Clark's readiness to shoot at any moment is on display in this next clip, where she receives the ball and without a second thought, lets it fly from deep, scoring yet another incredible three-pointer.
Clark will fire. You bet! From O'Hare!
Her consistency and confidence are what sets her apart in the league. It's just insane. And for a true display of her range, look no further than one of her longest shots this season. From the mid-court logo, Clark launches a breathtaking long-range tray, sinking it with no effort to boost her team.
Tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown. And
The audacity and precision of Caitlin Clark's long-range shooting continues to astound. Watching her consistently hit these logo threes never ceases to amaze. Each time she takes one of these deep shots, it feels fresh and thrilling, especially when she drains them from the mid-court logo, pushing the boundaries of what's considered a viable shot in professional basketball. However, Clark isn't just a long-range specialist. She's got the full arsenal of basketball moves to dazzle the crowds. In a recent game, she put on a show by leaving Leonie Fibic grasping at air with a slick step back and then drilled the tray.
take a look here at a career first.
Just step back, going right, I may add. It's usually step back, going left.
But that's not all. Clark also excels in relocation threes, channeling the same deadly accuracy as NBA legend Steph Curry. Her ability to find space and reset for a three-pointer is unmatched, making her a continuous threat from beyond the arc.
Clark separates and knocks down a three.
And for those who doubted her ability to adapt her game to the WNBA, Clark is proving all the naysayers wrong. Whether pulling up in transition or setting up for a shot under pressure, her shots are swishing through the net with astounding consistency.
Just for that reason, they're too deadly from behind the arc.
An 11-0 run for New York. Clark, she got another. Second three of the quarter for Caitlin Clark.
Her performance is a clear message to all her critics. CC three-point shooting is a spectacle, and defenses are clueless on how to handle her. Take this moment, for instance, where Carrington can only express her frustration to her teammates after Clark drains another deep three with effortless grace.
She needs to be aggressive on the offensive end, and anytime her defender, Carrington, gets caught up on a screen, and a nice one by Aaliyah Boston on that possession.
But Clark isn't just a one-shot wonder. Her proficiency from beyond the arc is relentless. In this next clip, she punishes the slightest hesitation from her defender. Give her an inch, and she'll take a mile or rather. A three-pointer that demoralizes her opposition and delights the crowd.
10 million people watching. Maybe we can break that 10 this year. Deep three, Caitlin Clark.
With just a bit of space, Clark pulls up and punishes the defense, reinforcing why she's one of the most feared shooters in the game today. And just when you think you've seen it all, she dials up her audacity. In this instance, she launches a deep three without a second thought, a move so bold that she sends the commentators into fits of laughter.
A long three by Clark!
This isn't just basketball, it's entertainment, courtesy of Caitlin Clark's boundless confidence and jaw-dropping skill. Whether she's playing on her home court or in hostile territory, Clark shows no hesitation in pulling up from deep. This clip captures her unyielding confidence as she effortlessly sinks a three from well beyond the arc. The pure boldness of her play continues to astonish fans and intimidate defenses.
Shannon defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three!
The confidence from this phenom is just insane. But she isn't just a one-shot wonder. She consistently rains down threes, dampening the spirits of anyone daring enough to challenge her. In this next moment, she continues her barrage, showcasing her ability to dominate the game from the perimeter with relentless precision.
Clark has space. She's going to let it fly, and she's going to connect!
Every shot she takes adds to the storm she brings on the court. Caitlin Clark plays with a cold precision that's almost surgical. Her on-court demeanor is all business. There's no room for smiles when she's in the zone. This next clip shows her ruthless approach to the game. Watch as she launches a devastating three from downtown. Her expression's steely, focused entirely on the basket.
You've got to keep it out.
Clark, step back, hits a three.
And if you thought Caitlin Clark's earlier performances were impressive, brace yourself for this historic moment. To claim her title as the all-time leading scorer in NCAA's women's basketball, Clark didn't just make a shot. She made the shot from the logo. With precision and undeniable flair, she launched a deep three that not only shattered records, but also showcased her incredible range and confidence.
Here comes Clark. How will she go for history? There it is! To get it from the logo. Caitlin Clark on a mission.
The most Caitlin Clark way.
And to commemorate this monumental achievement, Iowa unveiled a new court design. featuring a logo precisely where Clark launched her epic shot. It's a permanent tribute to a fleeting moment that will forever symbolize her impact on the game and women's basketball as a whole.
See the new decal unveiled at the exact spot Clark hit her famous record-breaking shot.
From her fearless logo shots to breaking NCAA records, Clark has proven that no stage is too big and no shot too bold. Her remarkable journey from collegiate star to a WNBA sensation has been impressive, transforming every court she steps on into a highlight reel. Whether she's setting records or silencing critics with her deep threes, she continues to captivate basketball fans around the world and push the boundaries of what's possible in women's basketball. Remember, every shot Caitlin makes isn't just for the score, it's for the history books. So, whether you're a longtime follower of women's basketball or a newfound fan drawn in by Clark's incredible feats, one thing is true. Caitlin Clark's impact on the game is profound, and the excitement she brings to the court is something we can all look forward to witnessing for seasons to come.